No, the other way around.
So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that.
My book back. Wait, what? I mark it as... Nope. I loved it. Nope. Like, not a movie. It's not a movie. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't remember. Charles Dickens is... Hello guys, welcome back to another video of my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Ra and I love to read and talk about books, and this is a channel where I do that because it is the only thing I know how to do right in this life. Talking about books and talking about Formula 1. But this is not a Formula 1 related video, not at all. This is not. The one I filmed right before this one, it was, but not this one. This one is reading 5-star reviews that people have given to books I gave 1-star reviews. So basically, reading why people liked books that I hated. That is the rapid, quick version of the whole title. I did the first part of this video this summer, so over 6 months ago, if I'm not wrong, 5-6 months ago, I did the 1-star reviews people gave to books I loved, so to my 5-star reads. And I'm here after 6 months because if we know something in the channel, and if you don't know it yet, you will right now because I'm going to tell you, I love to do things late. I tend to do something and then, I'm going to do this other thing, and then it takes me like 6 months to do. So I'm always doing things later than when people normally do it. So like, for example, my 4th wing reading vlog, I posted it so much later than anyone else. Like, I saw so many 4th wing videos and then I posted mine like 3 months after. If we know something here in the channels that I normally tend to take a lot of time to do things, so I normally, post things kind of late. But because we already know it, we are not surprised. And if you are surprised, it's because you are new to the channel and you don't know. And if you are seeing this crazy thing that is happening in my hair right now, I am so sorry, but my hair is just horrible. I don't have a good hair day today, and I decided to just wear a hat, trying to, make it look decent. But apparently not even my hair is looking decent. So, as I said, I'm going to be reading the 5-star reviews people gave to books I didn't like. And I have here on my phone some reviews of some books, and I'm just going to be reading those. If you don't know this yet either, I'm not good at reading out loud. So this is going to be funny. The first book I'm going to be, reading in this video is going to be the reviews from the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. I read the book for university and I only read the prologue, but I just hated it. I hated it so much. I was like, there's no way I'm reading this whole thing. So I did like it, 1 star. But there's people who liked it. So let's read some of those 5-star reviews, right? Because this is what this whole video is about. As I've already said, I don't even know how many times. This guy, he said, another, I am so glad that to get this off, I just thought and I don't even know how to read. Another, I'm so glad to get this off my book bucket list book. That was very hard for me to understand. The stories were often grounded in concepts that I think modern readers may have problems understanding. But I still recognize that this book is one of the great literary works of all time. Okay, let me stop there for a minute. You just said the reason of why I gave the book 1 star. Why did you give it 5 stars? Like, yes, I understand this is a very good literary work. Like for history, it is a very important book. And I'm not saying otherwise. It is a great book to figure out how the process of the actual novels and how the process of writing evolved. I know that, but I didn't like it. So why did you give it 5 stars? You just said what I thought and the reasons of why I gave it the book 1 star, Okay, I still have 4 more lines, so let me finish this. I mark it a favorite due to the fact that it is a key to understanding other works of literature. I am sure these narrative forms of storytelling, again, not knowing how to read, I am sure this narrative form of storytelling has influenced untold works of art. No, yeah, I'm okay, I agree on everything you've said. It is true that it's a very important literary work and that it probably had influenced so many books and other works. I know, but that is not a good reason to give the book 5 stars. Because you give a book 5, the stars depend on if you liked the book or not. They don't depend on if the books are useful for the future, But okay, he gave it 5 stars. I'm here, I don't want to, spread hate, because that's not who I am and that's not what I do. But I don't agree with this one. Okay, the next one, this is written by a girl, and she said, this masterpiece was written over 600 years ago, but I am positive that if you decide to pick it up, you will find the stories most interesting. I don't know we have the same definition of the word interesting, but sure. My favorite tale was The Pardoner's Tale. I always enjoy a story of which greedy, vicious people get what they deserve. Okay, you are giving a great explanation, better than the other one. I agree on that. Okay, yes. I had tried reading Chaucer's at university, but Middle English was an obstacle, and I was not able to overcome. I agree. I did not read everything because it was in Middle English, and I hate Middle English right now. After the freak of a course I had with Middle English, there's no way I'm reading more Middle English in my life. So this time I played safely and opted for this one in Modern English and enjoyed it so much. Well, I am very happy that you like this book. I don't agree with what you said, but at least your review is better than the other guys. This girl said, I love the very well done audio. I am giving 5 stars for sheer surprise at what? I'm confused with this one. Like, what audio? There's an audiobook of this book? If there's an audiobook of this, I maybe even read it, because I can just listen to it. There's an audiobook of the contemporary tales. I have to figure that out. I will do it after the video, but oh my god. Okay. The next one says 5 stars for the performance, not for the absolute classic of English literature. Not for the like it. I like that. I liked the voice actors and thought they each brought the tales to life. Listening to this was much easier than recording it for me. Than reading it for me. So probably there's like there's not like an audiobook. Maybe there's just what's it called, theater, a representation of the book, and that's probably why all these people liked it. And I have to say that if there is an actual representation, that is probably so much better than the book. Okay, this guy said, this is one of those books I read as a student of language. It is also one of the most significant works in English language. The Canterbury Tales give students the English language an excellent example of Middle English, 200 years before Shakespeare. At the same time, they provide an unparalleled glimpse of life in 14th century England. To the adventurers, I recommend reading it in the Middle English. You are a crazy man. You know that. I am telling you, you are a crazy man. You want me to read the book in Middle English? You are crazy. You are crazy. Like, I tried. It's not good. Oh my god. Okay, so we have agreed that this book is very good for future books. Like, it shows very well the, development of English language. But we have also seen that these reviews have nothing to do with the actual book and more of like the importance for future works, which I understand, but I wouldn't do a review based on that. Like, I would use it as like an explanation, but I wouldn't just do the whole review based on that. But it's okay. Now we have Hard Times by Charles Dickens. If you know me, you know I hate Dickens, and if you don't, I'm telling you, I hate Dickens. I don't like him. Maybe it's only because I read this one book and I have to read all the books from him. Maybe. But the thing is, I don't like Dickens up till today. Like, up till today, I don't like Dickens. So let's read some 5-star reviews of Hard Times, right? I never thought I'd enjoyed a Charles Dickens novel so much. On to the next one. I believe Coketown is based on Manchester. Yes, I think it... No. I studied this at the class, but I don't remember the actual based city, but I know Coketown is based on an actual English city. If it is, then it's interesting that the mills that inspired Dickens to write Hard Times might have been the same ones that influenced Friedrich Engels to write The Condition of Working Class in England in 1845. I know what book is that. I am so happy that I'm studying an English degree because I know what book is that one. Written in 1854, Hard Times shows Dickens is concerned with the way in which industrialization dehumanizes people, vulnerably treats people as numbers, and gradually suffocates his children with a part-word education. This book covers the Victorian period where there was a shift in power away from the aristocracy towards the hard-nosed industrials who were making fortunes from people's misery. I completely agree. That is exactly what the book is about. And it is incredibly well written, even though I read it incredibly bad because I don't know how to read out loud. But it is actually true. And I don't agree with your 5-star with your 5-star review, but I do agree on what you say. The next one is pretty short, and this says, hard times indeed, but with a little bit of help from genius of great authors, we manage. My year in books closes very appropriately with a masterpiece from Charles Dickens. I don't know if I would call this a masterpiece, but I'm really happy you liked it. Oh, okay, this one is kind of long. Oh, okay, this is a bit, oh my god, this has like an actual quote from the book, from the beginning of the book, and I have to read it. I'm gonna try and do my best audiobook sound. Now, what I want is facts. Teach these boys and girls nothing but facts. Facts alone are wanted in life. Plant nothing else, and root out everything else. You can only form the minds of reasoning animals upon facts. Nothing else will ever be any service to them. This is a principle on which I bring my own children, and this is a principle of which I bring these children. Stick to facts, sir. That is literally the first 3 lines of the book. I remember from when I read it, I read it twice. Reasons apart, I read it twice, and that is the beginning of the book. Now, the actual review. The second Dickens novel I fell in love with after Great Expectations. I have to read Great Expectations. I have hopes on that one. It's closer to my heart for it concerns the working class. Dickens was the man that he wrote of the common people and their plight. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to read that or read that. I don't know what I'm saying right now. He is the one that opposed the trials and tribulations of the world. He is the one that made us remember them. Okay, we have one review left from this book. Simply beautiful. The book is divided into 3 parts, which is true because this book is actually this book was a serialized publication, which basically means that they were divided in different parts and then they just got it together when they were doing re-editing and stuff. I love knowing why this book is a 3-part book. I love knowing why things are how they are because I'm studying them. Anyway, there isn't much that happens in the first 2 parts, apart from the word building and character introductions. So you might just flow with the writing. But the 3rd part is plain humor. Mr. Spread's pursuit of Louisa is hilarious, and even interaction thereafter. Dickens has this quality of making you ache with laughter at one moment and the other sober to next. And the depth of his stories, the stopliness are the cherries on top. Okay. I didn't think the last part is hilarious. I don't think any part of the book is hilarious, but I'm okay with your review. I don't agree. I accept, but I don't agree. The next one we have is Les by Andrew St. Greer. I actually read this book because I was so excited because I saw it on Jack Edwards' channel once, and I was actually expecting so much more from this book. This says, as a person who loves both traveling and running away when feeling emotionally overwhelmed, the story of Arthur Les is predestined to be among my favorites. Unbelievably, I even enjoy the romance aspect, which isn't really prevalent in the beginning, but slowly creeps in with the switch of the point of view make this, in the end, a love story. I agree on that. Although the love part always being somewhere in the back Les' head, the other existential crisis waiting on his mind, like getting older, searching for peace among the peers, finishing with the past were all struggles that made him very relatable and dear to me. In the end, as the narrator said, it was not a bad life Les had, and reading it was anything but bad. I love this one. This review is very well written. And I do agree on the first part of the review. I don't agree on the writing, but the first part of the review is completely true. Okay, this one says, Arthur Les is hilariously well named. In the opening salvo, he is waiting to be escorted to a literary event, sitting in a hotel lobby, while a woman is meant to meet a circling of a room looking for a woman, mistakenly thinking the author of the book she's read cannot be a man. On the eve of Arthur's 50th birthday, his partner of almost 10 years has announced his upcoming nuptials to another, and in order to avoid this nightmare, Arthur has cobbled together a trip around the world, accepting an odd congregation of invitations to host, attend, and teach a various literary events. With each stop, he goes into his past, revealing more and more about himself and his history. Each experience generates memory, both poignant and absurd. Greer has fine sense of character and irony, and this surpasses all the books I've read by him. This review is great because it tells you what the book is about without any type of spoilers, so you can get an idea and you understand why she likes it. I really like this review actually. And finally, the last book that I want to, read 5-star reviews of is The Double Bombs by Jack Kerouac. Why I read this book, you will have to wait to see because I'm doing a video, but I hated it. I did not understand a thing, so probably I'm gonna just read stuff and I'm not gonna understand why they say this because I don't remember what I read from this book. But it is time to read the last reviews from this video, so let's do it. Kerouac gives a rambling masterpiece of a sentence with no punctuation and yet chock full of description and character. The poverty liberty of hoping for freight, the local firmly rooted of hippie California, the laziness of contemplating the clouds. All of these are central to the narrator's character and his attitude. He is one of the road, and in immediate mood of his feelings saturates every page with his rockling humors or orgasmic beat classic. Just reading the phrase makes me want to throw off all the yokes of society, and okay, enough of that, and on to the last one. Did you understand what I read? Because I read it and I don't understand. This one said, for me this book draws ideas of Jack Kerouac full circle, a beautiful meditation on the transitory nature of existence. How I wish I could have just hung out with Jack. Think he's kind of the person that would have helped to see yourself more clearly just by having gotten to know him. This is actually very short. It's like 3 lines. Classic Jack. Full of poetry and wandering in mountains and drinking and musing on life and death and good times and craziness. Okay, that is a great last review for this video. I have had so much fun reading these reviews and trying to understand why people like the books I didn't. I like to always try and get as many opinions on books as possible because I like to not only have my own opinion but also I want to compare and to know other people's opinions on the books I read. So if you want to tell me anything about the books you are reading or the books I have read and that I have read, let me know because I want to know your opinions on those. Even if there are books I haven't read yet, just let me know as well. So when I get to those books, I can talk to you about them. And I just like to compare and contrast the different opinions on books. I feel like that's a very important part of reading. It's not only reading the book, it's also comparing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you can notify when I post a brand new video. And I promise you, I will be doing more videos like this one. Hopefully not in 6 months and a bit sooner. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, guys.